One of the recently added maps to CSGO, Anubis, appears to be already getting some changes in CS2, which is quite exciting. Some of the changes are more apparent than others, and some are just some slight changes in comparison to the CSGO version. So for today's video, let's take a look at the CS2 version of Anubis and compare it to the CSGO version. This video is being made with the limited amount of screenshots that we already have from the map, which are most likely taken from the map's loading screens from CS2. Full credits go to ale_CS on Twitter. So we won't be discussing any gameplay changes here, and we don't have too many screenshots to go off from, so definitely keep that in mind, but I would just say let's work with what we have right now, which is a bunch of screenshots, and we start with the CSGO ones. Let's start off with the bomb site B on CSGO, and that's how it looks like. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with it. There's some slight changes with the CS2 version. First up, of course, it is much more vibrant and much more bright than the CSGO one, of course, as we kinda expect now with CS2 maps, but of course we can see there's some slight changes. As an example, this red square right here, which indicates where to plant the bomb, which I guess helps new players, so pretty cool. And it also kind of fits in with the map, so I think this one's pretty nice, to be honest. Another slight change, of course, is the texture for this square right here. So if we compare it to CSGO, as you can see, it is checkered here, and in CS2, of course, it is basically just dirt, but it seems to be kind of reflective, as we can see right here from the surface. This, of course, was not present in CSGO. If we take a look at some of these details on the walls right here, they are a lot more present in the CS2 version and a lot more apparent. As you can see in CSGO, they're very subtle. Some more slight changes are right up here, with the rubble being now removed in CS2. As you can see, it is now gone. Certain details of the map have been slightly changed. As an example, this kind of frame right here now looks different compared to previously, and some of the other textures also slightly changed, as you can see right here. And overall, I would just say this bomb site appears a lot cleaner. Some of the stones have also been removed from the wall right here, and it just looks a lot smoother than before. So pretty nice. Moving on to the bomb site A, which has received some more changes. This is how it looks like in CSGO. And now let's take a look at the CS2 version. First up, the sun rays right here just look really phenomenal. Then we once again, of course, have the red outline, which indicates where to plant the bomb. Some more details have been added to certain areas that were not present before. As an example right here, Valve basically just extended the details from here to this part as well, which were not present in CSGO, as you can see, for some bizarre reason. Of course, once again, it is just a lot more vibrant. The plants just look a lot better than in CSGO. They just look very pale in CSGO, and also this blue tarp right here looks a lot more detailed than before. The details back here also just appear a lot more bright in CS2, so overall just really great changes in my opinion so far. I think this part over here also slightly changed. As we can see in CS2, it looks like this. The walls actually blend in a lot better than previously, and some detail has been removed on this wall right here, so that's quite interesting. The windows over here look a lot smoother than in CSGO, and other than that, I think we've pointed everything out here now. Moving on to middle, of course, this is the CSGO screenshot, and now let's take a look at the CS2 one, which once again looks a lot more detailed. Certain textures have slightly changed, which I think is pretty interesting to see, but other than that, there isn't really much to point out. It's very bright once again, very saturated, and I think it looks pretty nice. Also, certain parts of the walls just appear once again a lot smoother than on the previous version, and the textures have been kind of unified to just one color scheme. Compared to previously, where we had these different textures for the stones, in CS2 it's just all kind of one texture, which is pretty nice. It looks a bit better in my opinion. Moving on to middle of Anubis, this is the CSGO version, and there will be some pretty significant changes here, especially one that we will have to talk about right at the beginning, the water. The water just looks absolutely mind-blowing. It looks super detailed, it just looks so welcoming with the turquoise color, and it's just really inviting, to be honest. It looks so nice. There's also once again some slight changes right here to certain textures. As an example, the wood right here has been changed to a blue color and just looks a lot more clean and not destroyed anymore. Previously it looked like this, so this has been changed. Next up, I want to highlight that the door right here has been changed. So instead of having a stone frame, it now has kind of like a wooden frame, it seems to be. As we can see in the CSGO screenshot, it is just stone right here, and in the CS2 screenshot, it appears to be wood. There's also once again some changes to the walls, which just makes them look a lot cleaner. Valve has also changed the window part right here, which just looks a lot cleaner now in CS2. As you can see, it's a lot smoother, and there's not as many rocks sticking out anymore, so really nice. Another change I want to highlight is of course the kind of statue right here, which now is very clear to see. Previously it was covered up by some rocks, so that's another change. And moving on to the final screenshot, we have of course this part of the map, which I don't know the callout for, so kinda sorry. If you know the callout for this one, feel free to let me know. So we can see of course the statue now, which we couldn't see from middle in CSGO. We have a lot of detail once again on this map, which I really like. And then of course there's the boat right here, which I'm not really too sure. It kind of seems like it may not be present in CS2, or they may have just moved it, but there would be a boat right here on this kind of edge. So yeah, this one doesn't seem to be present in CS2 because it would have been right here, I believe. Anyway, so now taking a look at once again the water, it just looks really fantastic, very, very bright, with a very nice color, to be honest. I really like the turquoise. Once again, I want to point out the window right here hasn't really changed too much, but apparently just the other side is now painted in blue, so that's kind of interesting to note. This part right here, I think it's called connector if I'm not completely wrong, is a lot brighter now in CS2, so that's pretty nice. And then of course there's some slight changes right here as well to certain parts of the map. As an example, the walls right here have received some slight changes. They're a lot more smooth now, and some other textures have been kind of altered as well, as an example this wall right here. So yeah, I gotta say personally this map looks really, really clean in CS2, especially the water is very inviting. It looks super vibrant, super nice, and I really like the turquoise color. There seems to be some changes done to this map, but not too many, to be honest. As an example, this part right here, which looks a bit weird right now in the screenshot, has also been slightly changed in CS2 as an example. It may just be the lighting, it may have been the screenshot, but certain parts of the maps actually look different. The bomb sites have received some changes as well, which is pretty nice, and overall it seems like Valve has put some effort into this map as well, which is pretty cool. This being one of the newer maps in CSGO is still pretty nice that it receives some changes as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this map in the near future. That's going to be it for this video. One last thing that I want to highlight is that some of the details right here are now gone, so that is also kind of interesting to note. Didn't really notice that before. Hope you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching, and I will see you of course in the next one. Bye guys.